A local high school rocked by tragedy. This Friday, the Empire football team will run onto the field without a key player. Sports Director Jason Barr joins us now from the newsroom with more.
Good evening, Jed. This year, the Empire Ravens will be playing not just for each other, but for Grayson Weeks. It's days before Empire High School football begins its season. Chance Hatfield breaks the huddle wearing number 40. It's a number you don't typically see from a quarterback because Chance Hatfield wasn't supposed to be this year's quarterback.
I consider myself more of a running threat before I throw it.
Hatfield took handoffs last year from the star of the Ravens team, junior quarterback Grayson Weeks. Weeks' fantastic season saw him throw 17 touchdown passes with just 4 interceptions, leading Empire to an 8-4 record. How good of a football player was he?
He was a very good football player. I mean, he was our quarterback that led us to the playoffs. He was great. Seniors
Nick Lukoski and C.J. McAvinney were two of the closest players to Grayson on last year's team.
Grayson had one of those personalities where it's just everybody liked him, and he made everyone around him happy. He was just a bright person.
His drive kept not only him going, but it kept the entire team going. His drive made everyone want to be better.
He had a sense of control. You can't teach calmness to a quarterback, and he had that calmness, and the kids fed off that.
But on a night last December, the quarterback, who was always in control, found himself as a passenger in a car that was out of control.
Well, I was actually communicating with Grayson that night.
He was traveling on I-10 near Marsh Station Road by Benson.
The last message I got from him was at 12:50.
While the car he was in swerved to get back on the road, Weeks was ejected and struck by another vehicle.
I fell asleep waiting to go hang out with him.
Grayson Weeks suffered fatal injuries and passed away at the age of 16.
I was absolutely devastated, and I just went through a lot of pain. It took a long time to sink in. I just kept thinking that he was going to come back one day, or that it was like all a joke.
I haven't cried in a long time, and that's the first time I'd cried in probably a couple of years, because I knew what we'd lost, not the football player, what we lost as the human being.
Just 2 days later, the tears continued. Thousands showed up for a candlelight vigil to remember Grayson, including Nick Lukoski.
He's a brother to us all. Blood, sweat, and tears with him.
I had never been to a vigil before, and it broke my heart. I couldn't contain myself because I miss him. I get choked up now just thinking about him.
W.T. Jeffries was the defensive coordinator on last year's team.
The uniform make the player make the uniform.
The reason why I agreed to be the head coach at Empire High School was I wanted Grayson's memory to be represented in the right way.
The challenge now for the Ravens is to play the upcoming season without Grayson Weeks.
His name doesn't even have to be brought up. Multiple times when I stepped on that field for the first time, it came back. When we put on pads for the first time, it came back. And it's just every single day I'm reminded of him. It's not going to be anywhere near the same without him by my side.
But Grayson will be with the Ravens this year in spirit. Empire High School is dedicating the season to him. His locker remains untouched. His number 15 will be painted at midfield with wings stretched to the 40-yard line, similar to the stickers that will be placed on their helmets. What do the stickers mean to you?
It just means that Grayson was an angel, and he's going to be always there looking down on us and guiding us through our season and supporting us.
What is your message to the kids?
Play for Grayson, play on. Grayson would want that. Play every play like it's your last play, because you never know what's going to happen.
After a practice, we'll go, we need to do this for Grayson, guys, we need to do this, but honestly, we don't really need to communicate that with each other. It's more of a mental thing, just knowing that the season is going to be for him and everything that we do is going to be in his name. He would expect nothing less than a great season from us.
If he was here and if the positions were reversed, I know he'd go out and he'd give it all he's got for me, so I owe him nothing less than everything I've got.
But there will be one play in which Empire won't give it everything they've got. On their first play from scrimmage, in their first game, they'll line up on offense with just 10 players.
I want everybody to know that Our quarterback is in heaven. He's looking down on us, and we will line up without a quarterback that first play.
You know, without a doubt, he's smiling on us today in heaven.
I'll never forget his smile. I'll never forget the way he talks to people. Grayson touched my life in a special way, and he'll never be forgotten.
Chance Hatfield told me that when he found out he was going to play quarterback, he practiced by throwing 500 passes a day as he didn't want to let down his teammates or Grayson. Jen?
Inspiring story, Jason. Thanks so much.